Hello guys, welcome to Tutorly. So Cortex versus Snapdragon, which one's better? Let's find out. ARM Cortex refers to a family of CPU core designs created by ARM Holdings. In simple words, Cortex is not a complete chip by itself. It is more like the core blueprint or architecture that chip makers use when designing processors. These cores are used by many chip makers to build custom processors for smartphones, tablets, and embedded devices. You'll find Cortex-based designs inside many different brands and devices because companies can take these CPU cores and build their own chips around them. Cortex cores are known for their efficiency, scalability, and flexibility, coming in different tiers like Cortex X and Cortex M. For example, Cortex X cores are usually focused on high performance, while Cortex M cores are commonly used in smaller, low-power devices like IoT products and microcontrollers. They're ideal for manufacturers or developers who want to build tailored processors, balancing power and energy use. This makes Cortex useful in many situations, from high-end phones to smartwatches, sensors, tablets, and other connected devices. Strengths include low power consumption and broad compatibility. That means Cortex designs can help devices run longer on battery while still supporting a wide range of use cases. However, Cortex designs themselves are not full processors. They need integration and tuning by partners, which can cause performance variation. So, two chips using Cortex cores may not perform exactly the same because the final result depends on how the manufacturer designs the full chip, manages heat, handles memory, and optimizes the software. On the other hand, Snapdragon is Qualcomm's full system-on-chip lineup that integrates CPU, GPU, AI engine, and connectivity features like 5G modems. So instead of just being a CPU core design, Snapdragon is a complete mobile platform. It is made for consumers and device makers looking for ready-to-use, high-performance mobile platforms. That is why many Android smartphones use Snapdragon chips, because they already include many important parts needed for smooth performance, gaming, camera processing, AI features, and fast network connectivity. Snapdragon chips are praised for their strong graphics, efficient AI processing, and consistent performance across devices. For users, this often means smoother gaming, better camera features, faster app performance, and stronger connectivity. Device makers also benefit because Qualcomm provides a more complete solution, which can reduce development complexity. Drawbacks include higher cost in flagship models and reliance on Qualcomm's ecosystem, which limits customization. So while Snapdragon is powerful and convenient, it may not offer the same level of flexibility that some manufacturers want when designing their own custom chips. Cortex provides the building blocks for processors, while Snapdragon delivers complete, optimized chipsets ready for immediate deployment. Cortex appeals more to chip designers and manufacturers, while Snapdragon targets device makers and end users who want a fully integrated solution. A simple way to understand it is this: Cortex is like the engine design, while Snapdragon is more like the complete car with the engine, electronics, performance tuning, and features already included. If you prioritize flexibility and custom design, Cortex-based architectures are your go-to. They are great for companies that want more control over how their processors are built and optimized. If you prefer out-of-the-box performance and seamless integration, Snapdragon makes more sense. It is especially useful for smartphones and tablets where users expect strong performance, good battery life, better graphics, reliable connectivity, and advanced features without thinking about what is happening behind the scenes. It all depends on whether you're building the chip or using it. For manufacturers and developers, Cortex gives flexibility. For device makers and everyday users, Snapdragon offers a more complete and polished experience. So yeah, that's it. If you find this video helpful, just like this video and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.